Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. This session of the United Nations General Assembly offers further opportunity to reflect on how best to reconcile what at times mistakenly appears to be irreconcilable: socio-economic development and a healthy environment. Leaders, experts, and citizens world over ask, how can we grow our economies and spread prosperity to more of the world's citizens and not degrade our oceans, rivers, and the air we breathe? But these are also times of extraordinary scientific, technological, and business innovations that can help address these challenges. If we have the courage to put into proper perspective and indeed harmonize our national, regional, and global priorities, history is replete with illustrations of how nations immersed in a crisis changed the underlying assumptions by which they acted and created new institutions and tools to solve problems and emerged from the process as stronger societies. While these innovations are always different, the challenges to surmount them are always the same: forging a shared vision, increasing social capital required to enhance predictability, trustful relations between peoples, receptivity to doing things in new ways, and adopting explicit moral purpose to achieve common goals. We have an exceptional opportunity to address our environmental challenges, improve our economies, and reform our global multilateral institutions for better global governance at the same time. The G20, for example, is now playing a crucial role in restoring global economic stability. But should we not even broaden the base to include many nations that are most vulnerable to the decisions of the few? All nations should be part of these important decisions and discussions because they have valuable contributions to make. This is the time to embrace true multilateralism. We in developing nations appreciate the corrective measures by the G20 and G8 to accelerate global economic recovery, but it is evident that most of their proposals fall short of the concrete steps needed to address challenges that are specific to low-income countries. Multilateralism has always been the key tenet in forging a fairer international community based on equitable global governance. The United Nations itself is based on this very sound and tested principle, and that should be the practice. The rise of worldwide networks of trade, industry, prosperity, and social values, together with the creation of multilateral institutions to guide and harmonize these processes, have no doubt contributed to fairer and improved global decision-making system. This is what needs to be rendered more inclusive. Improving global governance has also to address international justice. International justice should be fair to all, rich and poor, strong or weak. We are all pleased to note that the 63rd session of the United Nations General Assembly undertook to comprehensively examine the issue of universal jurisdiction. We look forward to the resolutions on this matter in the current session of the General Assembly. It is also fitting that we recognize the recent creation of a single entity within the United Nations to advance the work towards women's rights and gender equality.